What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. And as you see by that ticker right there, the Knicks lose a tough one on the road to the Orlando Magic, 117-108. When I mean this was like a really, really bad night, like, this is probably one of the worst losses of the season. And the reason why I say that is just how we played. Like, we just did not look like we were ready to go. We just lit. And this is the second game in a row where the Knicks come out flat and just not ready at all. I mean, listen, this is the NBA, man. You have to be ready to go night in and night out. And I think for me, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a tired team. And it's too early for that to say that they look tired or that they are tired and then mid-season. It just seems like they are. I think the amount of high caliber teams that the Knicks have had to play. I want to take a look at the stat there, but I think they played like the toughest schedule probably in the league, man. The amount of back-to-backs they've had the most back-to-backs, I believe. They're second in the league in the amount of road games. They said number one was Utah. Knicks have been on the road more than they've been home. It's just been like a grueling schedule, right? And I just take a look. They got Indiana coming up. Then right after Indiana, they have they got the Timberwolves Monday in the Garden. But 6 of their next 9 games are on the road. I mean, this is just a grueling start to the season. It really is. And it's showing, right? It's showing. I already knew that December was going to be tough. And it's showing that. The Knicks are having a hard time, especially with Big Mitch going down, us not really having a rim protector. You're seeing it taking a toll on guys, right? Taj is not it, right? We understand that. He's coming in and just trying to be serviceable, but he's 38 years old, man. He's got a lot of wear and tear on those tires. So what more or what could you have really expected to get out of Taj, right? So you have that going on. Then it just so happens that the last couple of games, Brunson hasn't had it going. And, I mean, RJ has just been just a shell of himself. And that's saying a lot because he's a roller coaster guy, but he's not even a roller coaster guy. He's just at the bottom of the roller coaster. Just not playing well. I mean, he was solid today in the second half today, but, I mean, he's just been struggling. I mean, our own saving grace is Randall. Randall's been balling. He's balling again tonight. He almost had a 40 tonight. I mean, I'll run down the stat line in a minute, but, just this was an ugly game. Ugly. I mean, the refs with the fouls. I mean, Brunson was getting tackled up there in the air. I mean, he was Jalen Suggs. Yes, we understand he used to play football, man, but he was out there playing football, bumping. Listen, Brunson was getting bumped, held, knocked out in the air. Dudes coming down, just slamming into him. Of course, the guy got the tech, but I mean, that's how dirty they were playing. And the refs were allowing it to play. And then on the other end, they were just giving them every type of call you could think of. It was not an evenly called game at all. This is probably, I've seen Brunson have some stinkers or struck, but this was probably his worst game. Probably his worst. And I think it's just the youth movement in this league, man, is legit. Big time. Jalen Williams the other night, and now Franz Wagner's tonight. These young boys are no joke in this league. No joke. And what's happening is the Knicks are getting blitzed by these young teams that are athletic, and they're just having a hard time dealing with them. These young guns, man. Bonchero, he was getting busy tonight. Being physical in that middle. Randall can handle it because Randall was physical too, but I'm just saying it's just you have him, you have Franz, they're big too, they're about 6'10", each single one of them. Mo Wagner, he's about 7 feet. Then the other guy, I forget his name, 35, can't think of his name right now. I'm sorry. It's late, man. It's 10 o'clock. I'm tired. But like I said before, and I said it, Orlando always gives us problems. Playing down there, I don't know what it is, but they give us problems down there in Orlando, man. We play better against the Heat in Miami than we do against Orlando. I don't know what it is with these guys. We just have a hard time beating these guys. They gave us problems last year. Atlantic Lion, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Yeah, we got humbled, man. Yeah, we got a reality check. Absolutely. Definitely. Gravity, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Appreciate everybody rolling in. Tough night. Tough night. We wasn't getting the whistle, and on top of that, too, we just looked, especially in the beginning, man, we just turning the ball over. Did you see a couple of possessions just look bad? Our focus was just not there today, man. Not there at all. I mean, the turnovers just look like, they look like middle school stuff, man. I mean, some of the things that's going on is just like, yo, man, what are you doing with the rock? It was one time he threw a pass to Brunson and bounced off his foot. Then it was a turnover. Then it was another time Randall's jumping in the air. He's throwing it behind him. That was another turnover. It just looked bad out there. That second quarter was just terrible. Terrible. There was a one point in the second quarter where the Knicks only scored like 5 points, and it was like 2 minutes left in the quarter, something like that. Bad. And so what happens in situations like this is that, as you guys know, you put yourself behind the 8 ball, going down 20 to a team like this. Now you got to fight your way back. Whereas if you would have kept the lead close to maybe like a 9-point game, the Knicks could have possibly won this game. Because Orlando was giving them every reason to come back in the game. Brunson was a shell of himself. RJ is just non-existent offensively. He was solid today, but still. The key in this game is you got to knock down timely hoops. I thought IQ was great. IQ needs more minutes. 28 minutes is not enough for IQ at all. He needs to be playing 35 plus. He's the only one out there scoring. I mean, we got to be honest with ourselves. Gravity said, Orlando's nice, but we play like hot garbage tonight. We could have beat, yeah, absolutely we play like hot garbage, man. Terrible. I love the fight towards the end. I do. But we got to come ready, more prepared, man, than what we've been. We just these last 2 games, we just have not looked like ourselves. Even the turnovers, just even Brunson not looking like himself. It's just not good at all. At all. NBIC, what's going on, man? Hope all is well with you. Happy holidays to you and yours. So it was just one of those nights, man. It was just one of those nights. But like I said in the beginning, right? The Knicks' schedule has not been easy for them, man. They've easily played one of the toughest schedules in the league, and I could see it wearing on guys. They look tired, man. They look really, really, really tired. A couple of times they were shooting free throws. Guys are shooting them short. Like RJ shooting his shot short. He has no lift on his shot. Nammer, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by. So I just think that, just watching just the tired legs and just guys just seeming like they just don't have it. I mean, it does take a toll on you. I mentioned this during the game, guys. I was watching the game and I was saying to myself, like look at it. Take a look at the travel, guys. They've traveled from the city all the way to Oklahoma. Then from Oklahoma to Orlando. Now from Orlando all the way up to Indiana, then back to New York from Minnesota. You got to understand that travel, what that looks like. And I think it's taking a wear and tear on the guys. Like they stated during the broadcast. They played the most road games out of anybody. And I don't know if you guys saw and noticed that the league is giving Knicks an extra home game because the Detroit game later on in the season, instead of making it at Detroit, they're making it to where it's at the Garden just because they recognize that the Knicks are on the road a lot. And they're not playing bum team. Like, they're not even getting a break. They're not even saying, okay, cool, we gave you the Bucks. Now we're going to give you the Wizards, the Rockets, the Hornets, and the Pistons. We'll give you some doozies, right? That's not what's happening. They're giving you the best of the best. This is the tough month for the Knicks. And what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a tired ball club. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a team that's tired. I'm seeing a team that's having a hard time keeping up or even waking up and being ready to go. That's just what I see, guys. I got to be honest. I'll call a thing a thing. All right, let me run down these stats really quick. All right, so Randall's 36 minutes. He was 16 for 25 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. 6 for 8 from the free throw line, 12 boards for Randall, and 38 points. But once again, Randall trying to be aggressive. I get it, but 5 big turnovers, man, which was bad, right? Ihart, 25 minutes. He was getting banged around in there. He was getting fouled too, getting clotheslined around the neck. He had 7 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, and 3 boards. Ihart's usually better on the boards, but he was struggling. Brunson was putrid tonight, right? 4 for 15 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, 12 for 12 from the free throw line, but 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 turnovers for Brunson, 20 points. 20 points are like, it didn't even feel like it. It felt like he had more like 10 points, right? DiVincenzo didn't really play much. He didn't have it going. He was struggling also, too, with foul trouble. He was 1 for 7 for the field, 0 for 5 from 3. He only had 2 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals, 2 points. RJ was 7 for 17, 1 for 5 from 3, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. But also, he had 2 turnovers as well. He had 19, right? Gibson was Gibson, right? 15 minutes, 1 block, 4 rebounds, 2 points. Josh Hart was okay, but they have a lot of big guys over there and it was giving him problems, right? 31 minutes for Josh Hart, 2 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 for the free throw, three-point line, 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 5 points. IQ had it going offensively, man, but like I said, he's only playing 28 minutes. IQ should be up somewhere between like 35 minutes, man. He's got to get that minutes. I don't know who you're going to pull it from. Pull it from Grimes, pull it from DiVincenzo. I don't care. But IQ needs to be up there, right? He was 4 for 10 from the field, 3 for 7 from 3, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. He had 1 turnover. He had 12 points. Grimes, 14 minutes, 1 for 3. He's, Grimes is like non-existent. If he's not knocking down threes, he just doesn't do well. But altogether, the Knicks only shot 44% from the field, 20% from 3, 6 for 30, 89% from the line, 40 rebounds, but 16 turnovers, right? 16 turnovers, man. The Magic also, it's the same thing. They had 18 turnovers another night. This cannot happen, right? And I told you about the quarters, right? The Knicks were up by 3 in the first quarter. By 3. 29-26. Then that second quarter came, and that blew the game open. They lost that quarter 29-15. Then the third quarter, they were fighting 30-31, 34-31. The game was close. It was that second quarter, man. The Knicks were sleepwalking, like I said. 29-15, that's the ball game. That's the ball game. Powell had 29. Franz Wagner had 32. Suggs had 21. The Magic also had 15 turnovers. But one thing they were big on is they had 49 rebounds to our 40. They out-rebounded us. They didn't shoot that well from 3, 21%. The ball game was there for us, man. That second quarter was it. All those turnovers, that was it. Period. I read down those stats, man. It just does not look good. Guys look tired, and guys are just don't seem to have it, man. And that's not good. Okay, Namrit said, this is your job. Just play b-ball. Yeah, I hear you, Namrit. I hear you. Atlantic Line says the West Coast trip is just that brutal for the team. Yeah, man, that West Coast trip. Then you come back, you're only home for a couple of days, and you hit the road again. The Knicks are going to be on the road 6 out of their next 9 games, man. Now look at the stretch of who we just played, right? We played the Pacers, then we got the Timberwolves Monday night. It doesn't get no easier, man. It really doesn't. The NBA has just said, you know what? We don't care. We don't care. The Knicks are playing the toughest teams when we want them to play them. Perfect example. Knicks had a back-to-back. They played them all. 7 p.m. at Indiana. So you got guys, listen, you have to be mindful of this, man. The travel is no joke. It really, really isn't. Now I just broke down to you where they're going. It's tough, man. You got to get up. You got to be ready to play, man. So they played the Bucks back-to-back at home. Then they had to go on the road to OKC, which is tough. Now they're going to Orlando. Now they got to get back on the plane and get ready for Indiana. They got Indiana tomorrow. Then they got to come back home, and they got the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards and them boys. Listen, it doesn't get any easier, man. The league is destroying the Knicks for being good. It's just insane. NBIC said, we never got over the Obi and Cam trade. Just dumb. All Tibbs. Like we didn't know that. Mitch Robb was injury prone. No playoffs. NBIC is back. He's waving his flag, everybody, and he's planting it. He says, I'm back on the LV Live show, and I'm letting y'all know it's all about Tibbs. NBIC said, this is the league, bruh. Man up. This is the league. He's letting it be known. NBIC said, if Brunson isn't scoring, he is straight used toilet paper. You hear that? He said Brunson is garbage. If you notice, RJ played much better without Brunson being in the lineup. The ball movement was much better. We need a playmaker. NBIC is back. He's back letting it be known how he feels about this team. Brunson stinks, and it's all Tibbs' fault. That's it. Nothing else. Brunson stinks, and it's all about Tibbs. NBIC is back. Now it says, true about Mitch. We get all excited, and then those injuries every year. No, Namrit, listen, man, that's been a big thing for him. That's a big issue. That's where NBIC is right. He is injury prone. He truly is. And I don't know what it is, but, they're going to kind of have to figure some things out with that. It's going to be hard for them to also to keep iHeart, because I think he's gonna demand some money because people are watching how well he's playing. So that's gonna be tough to maybe keep him unless he just wants to stay in New York. But I could see him chasing the bag, man, as well deserved. He's earned a big payday, as well as he's playing on a big stage like this. He's playing well with the Knicks, so another team may see that and might want to give him the bag and make him their starter. Drew, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. NBIC, we used to be the deepest team in the league. The only team that had players and doesn't use them. It's back on Tibbs again, people. He's on Tibbs. He's on Tibbs. He's on Tibbs head heavy. These are two really, really, really bad nights. Played Wednesday at OKC. That was bad. And then today was another tough one. Then they got Indiana tomorrow. It's not looking good. I think we'll come out and play better tomorrow. I think we can pull out a victory there. It's going to be tough. But we're on the road a lot, man. We're on the road a lot. The schedule just doesn't get any easier for us. It really, really doesn't, guys. You know what I mean? And as I'm looking at it, I'm just running things down. I'm seeing exactly who we play. I'm trying to see where is the place where the Knicks can get some breathing room, right? Where is it at? Right? So I think it's coming up right now, guys. I think it's coming up, okay? So we got Minnesota Monday, right? Right after that, we got Chicago, we got Philly, we got Washington, Portland, and Dallas. The tough one on that schedule is Philly, but I think Chicago, as bad as they're playing, Washington, of course, Portland, and Dallas, I think those are tough Excuse me, not tough. I think those are winnable games. But here's the thing, though, guys. They're all on the road. The only home games that we're going to have are Portland at home and Chicago. We're playing at Philly, at Washington, at Dallas, and at Memphis. They don't like the Knicks. They don't like us at all. At all. And so I think after this stretch right here, I think it gets a little easier. A little easier. All winnable games except for the one at Philly. Philly's going to be tough. But I think those are winnable games. I'm going to definitely put the schedule up after the Minnesota game so we can kind of go through it and really break it down and look at what the possible wins could be, man. Because we need some cupcakes, man. We need some cupcake teams to kind of just get us back on track. We do. Juice says, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm still not concerned about the regular season. The second season is another story with this current roster. I like that, man. I like that. I like Juice's optimism. I love that. NBIC says, and it will get worse when Brunson goes down. He only has played 270. Excuse me. He only has played 270 seasons. Not good. 70 plus games, right? You're saying? NBIC is putting out there that he's waiting for Brunson to crumble. NBIC, man, do not spread bad juju here, okay? We do not need Brunson to go down. All right? Say whatever you want. But let's not try to hope for Mr. Man, the Captain Clutch, to go down. We can't have that. Weren't we once known as Road Warriors? What happened? Juice says, just pull it out tomorrow to salvage the road trip. Agreed. I think this proved that we need a wing. Absolutely. And Andrew Wiggins is available. That's right. What do you do? What do you think, boss? Listen, I mentioned that and I put it up on Twitter. He's having a lot of issues out there in Golden State, man. They don't like how he's playing. What's the kid's name? He's actually from Jersey. Kabinga, I think that's his name. Kabinga. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with these names. He's getting more minutes over Wiggins. Didn't Wiggins get Finals MVP that year? Didn't he get Finals MVP? You know, he's been having personal issues, something with his girl, something with that. Just personal stuff going on with Wiggins. I think he got what he needed to get out there, which was a ring. I think a change of scenery will be good for Wiggins. If we can get Andrew Wiggins over here, I think that would be good. Kaminga, exactly. Kaminga. Yeah, he's a Jersey kid too, man. Jersey kid. He plays ball out here. High school ball. I think Andrew Wiggins would be a good pickup. I think he really would. I think it would help out on that second unit. Give us length, athleticism, and scoring. And a great defender. 6'9", long, athletic. He can be a wing that we've been asking for the longest. I think that would be a good deal for the Knicks to make. See exactly what Golden State is willing to discuss as far as trades or whatever they want to do. But, of course, the Knicks aren't going to make the deal now because, of course, Golden State can really kind of, bump up the price. But the Knicks wait to maybe a day or two before the trade deadline. I think they could probably get a steal here and get Andrew Wiggins. But other teams are watching this too. They're watching to see. Because Wiggins doesn't look good. He's not good looking. Klay Thompson doesn't look good. There's a lot of teams out there that are struggling. So there's some pieces out there that might be movable. So the Knicks have to be open to that. Let's take a look at the schedule here. So these last 4 games, guys, we've been 2-2. Now with this loss right here, we're 2-3. We could beat Indiana. As my boy Juice said, we can salvage the road trip. and be 3-3. 18-14 going into this big game Monday with the Timberwolves that are legit, right? We know how good they are. Okay, NBIC says, I'm not hoping. I'm just speaking the truth. You don't need a crystal ball to see what's going to happen. All of these minutes and the reckless play is a receipt for disaster. He's talking about Tibbs again. Juice says, when motivated, that's only when Wiggins is motivated. I like Wiggins, man. I really, really do. You know what I mean? He's part of I think the draft class with Randall. You know, him and Randall about the same age. They played against each other in high school, so he's also to another Toronto guy. So I think he'll be good, man. I think he'll be good, especially it's a wing. He's athletic. You know, I think he'll be a good fit. He doesn't have a problem coming off the bench, which is cool. So he could fill in for that spot for RJ. But also, too, you have another long guy that's athletic that could really help, and he could defend, which is also great. So believe it or not, he might be a good piece when you're closing down the game, right? Because you could have, Hart, Brunson, IQ at the top. You can have Randall. You can have Wiggins on the wing, and you can have, Big Eye Hart in the middle. I think that'll be great defensively. Wiggins is a pest defensively, man. That's really where he gets, he gets a lot of his, makes his money, shall I say. But also, too, he can knock down the three as well. And he's a slasher, too. So he does it all. You know what I mean? I don't know what that environment is in Golden State. And he might just be time for a change of scenery for a guy like that. But I like him, though. I like him. I think he'll be a good piece for the Knicks. So, yeah, man, you see the schedule here, man. You see it. It's been a tough one. It's been tough. But I think we're coming into the easier part. Even though majority of the games are going to be on the road, they're on the road against lesser competition, right? I read down to the schedule. So hopefully that can kind of give the Knicks time to really kind of get their footing. Maybe even a good time to help RJ Barrett get his footing. It's much needed. Drew says he doesn't have a problem coming off the bench because his motor runs low. Always has been, except the championship season with the Dubs. You know what? That's true. That's a good point, man. I mean, that's always been his thing. He's not a high motor guy, but change of scenery is good, right? I think the change of scenery going to Golden State was good, right? It helped him out a lot. But, they got a lot of issues over there. That Draymond thing is not good. You know what he did to Poole, and he's out there fouling people. You know what I mean? Like, that energy out there, whatever goes on over there, whatever the situation is in Golden State, I don't know if it's, a lot of people really feeling that. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I'm saying the change of scenery might be good for Wiggins. NBIC says, we don't need to make any trades this season. We need to fire the coach and address our weak points during the offseason. We need a playmaker bad. Who do you say looks to be? What do you say? I can't. Murray looks to be on the table. Murray. Which Murray are you talking about? From Denver? You talking about him? Namrit said it's real depressing between the Giants and the Knicks. You know what, Namrit? To chime in on the Giants really quick. It's not depressing. Be happy about the Giants. You know why? Because we've been complaining about the quarterback for the longest, and now we have an opportunity to get one. That's the key. If we can get a quarterback in the draft, the Giants will be back. Trust me. So that's different than this. Murray. You talking about Murray from Atlanta? Deontay Murray. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going to move the needle like that. I don't. Because we don't need another guard. We need a wing, and we need a big man. That's why. And so I think that that's the difference, right? We don't need a Murray. We don't need, you know what I mean? We don't. We need another wing, and we need a big man. That's it. We do that with good money. Juice said, laugh aloud. We definitely need to make a trade or two this deadline. And Tibbs isn't going anywhere this season or next, bro, unfortunately. Yeah, man, you know what, Drew? Listen, NBIC has dreams, right? We all have dreams, man. We all have dreams. We all want things to go a certain way. But we have to live in reality, right? That's the thing with this thing called life, right? And the reality is he isn't going anywhere. I'm glad you said that. We're our playoff team right now. There's no way they're going to fire Tibbs. Why would they do that? We're winning. We lost 2 in a row. Okay, cool. It happens. I think the Knicks are going to bounce back and win this game against Indiana. But we'll be fine. We just got to identify where we're weak at. And we're weak on the wings and we're weak in the middle. That's what we need to focus on if we're going to make any moves. I think we should wait on Spider. Don't touch him. Wait till during the offseason when they're desperate. Then you can make some moves. But not now. Not now. Let's get a wing if Andrew Wiggins is available, and let's get a big man. Maybe make a move for Andre Drummond or something like that. Maybe do that. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, man. I like Murray, man. I like the DeJounte Murray, but I'm just not, He's only a 2 guard. Like, see, the reason why I was kind of pushing for the DeRozan thing, because DeRozan is about 6'6", 6'7". DeRozan can play the 2 and he can also play the wing because he's big. So you need someone with size. We need size because we can't rebound because we don't have Mitch. But even prior to not having Mitch, we still needed size. We're not big enough. We need the guys that are 6'7", 6'8". All these teams got all these wing guys and they're hogging them up. Because everybody in the league knows that they're prime time, man. They're prime real estate. Everybody knows that. So that's what happens. The Knicks got to go out and get some wings. That's the key. Juice says, start IQ if he's here past the deadline. Ooh. I don't know if they're going to do that. Sorry, but that's not happening. NBIC, here we go. The problem is Rose doesn't know how to fix this mess Tibbs made. Everyone is pushing back about the CAA nonsense. It's about to get super ugly. I think Tibbs and Leon have been smart with their moves. I think they've done the right thing. I think the Knicks are in a great position. They just have to make the right deals going forward now. That's it. And I think they will. Let's trust the process, NBIC. Let's trust the process. Everyone knows that except us. He's going in, everybody. He's back. He's back. Tough loss, man. Tough loss. You have games like this sometimes, man. Where it's a back-to-back, you're on the road, you're trying to get it's like you're trying to get your sea legs, man. When you're out there on a boat, like you're just trying to get your balance. The Knicks are out of sorts right now, man. Juice says these other teams got all these wings because they make draft selections. Leon, we haven't made a draft pick in the first round in 2 years. You know why? He's holding for picks for something big. And I think that it's time for him to buy big. And that's what he has to do. But he has to be smart because we need wings and we need a big man. Period. Lee's got to get, listen, Drew, you're right, man. He's got to get better and he's got to, make the right choices, man, because we do have to get younger and athletic. That's the key in this league because you see it. You see guys like Jalen Williams. You even see Franz. You see Wagner, right? You see him. He's big, man. He's 6'10". He's athletic. Bonchero's 6'10", athletic. You know what I mean? These guys are good. You got to get younger and you got to get athletic and build on that. So yeah, man. So we got to see. But listen, guys, I'm out of here, right? Because I'll be back tomorrow. back-to-back LV Live. We'll be back tomorrow talking these Knicks. Hopefully we can pull out this victory against Indiana. It's going to be tough on the road. It's the Obi game, so hopefully he doesn't explode and drop 40 on the Knicks just to show and prove that he should have been here. They should have never traded for him. Tough one tonight, but we should get it back tomorrow. All right, but listen, I'm LV Live. That's my show. I appreciate you guys coming by. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right. Also, too, if it's your first time coming by, please subscribe and leave comments, man, so we can go back and forth for debate. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'll be back tomorrow, people. All right. Peace.